Here, well, another live stream. We're obviously doing the 80s, what do you call it? Action movies, we are. So, let's have a nose, shall we? Action movies, we are. So, yeah. So, at the moment, no one's in, apart from me. And, let's have a chat about the 80s action movies that we had back in the, obviously, 80s. Now, some cracking good ones there was, and really good action films we had in the 80s. Quite a lot. I mean, so yeah. No one's in at the moment. So I've got a little spill. So when you watch this on the rewind, you obviously going to listen to this. Now, do you know how many action movies was made in the 80s? The amount was actually quite a lot less than, so I've got something written down here. Oh, hang on, glasses a bit dirty. Was actually 1,000. They reckon about 1,000 action movies were made from the 1980s, where horror was roughly about 1,500. It was. I mean, quite a bit of difference. Oh, still dirty. The reason why horror won in the 80s because it was more easy to do on home rentals and straight to the VHS market, and where action was ended up more on blockbusters and mainstream, and obviously made the big action heroes. I mean, quite amazing, really, how different it is. So I thought 1980s action films would be a lot more than horror films. Sadly, there wasn't. I was quite shocked when I found out. There's no true figure because there's quite a lot that was made over years, well, in the 80s and done by independents, straight to video. But then obviously you got the big blockbusters. So, so yeah, 80s is a real interesting decade for us. They were. I mean, very interesting. It's quite, what do you call it? A good decade. So many good films came out. I've done a list of 40. Now, I'm not sure if I'll do the whole 40, because I really only do 2 hours. I've got some to show you and some I'll just say. And the thing is, you may know some of these, so you may not need titles. You won't. I still haven't really worked out the... I've tried, I had a look on the system and my thing is still around the back to front. So, bit annoying really. But I think I will have a play with it sometime this week. So next week live stream, I'll get things the right way. Fingers crossed. So yeah, so basically I'm going to go to my list now, because I've got my list down here. I have. I mean, yeah. So, first film first. Now, this is actually from an actor who sadly only just passed away. Literally, I think, a fortnight ago. Chuck Norris. I mean, don't seem possible that he literally died. Literally a fortnight ago. So, and that is Mission Impossible. Funny thing is, I've got 2 copies of this. So yeah. Being that we haven't got anybody on, I want to hold this like this for a moment. Bear with me. Aha. Right. Right. Yeah. Right. So anyway, now we get to see it in the right way now. So yeah. Hey. So, Mission Impossible. Now, came out in 1984. It did. Director was I can't say his name. Josen, not Jason. And Sitz. So it ran for 101 minutes. Now let's see if that was correct, shall we? Yeah, well, on here it says 137 minutes. So it says 1 hour and 37 minutes. So probably about right. Hello, Pouts. Nice to see you, my friend. I've sorted out the camera. Bear with me. I'm going to turn this light down a bit. No, you certainly can't go wrong with some Chuck Norris films. You can't. I mean, this is obviously not the first film I saw Chuck Norris, but if I remember rightly, there was 3 of these made of the Missing in Actions. Obviously, I think the first is probably the real best, but I need to give them a rewatch. It's been quite some time since I've watched them. I'd love to know how many action films Chuck Norris had done before he passed away, because he literally was in an action film only 2 years ago, and it's on Netflix now. I can't think of the title. Agent Recon or Recon Agent. One that way, So yeah, I mean, quite interesting that he was still going. Well, most of them are. So that's the first one. I mean, he's gone back to rescue some POWs that got left. I mean, it's one of the theme they did in the 80s. So the Vietnam War had finished not that long ago. I think about 6-7 years ago. So it was one of the real popular ones that they did at the time. So yeah, I mean, the next one, now, if I remember, it's Bloodsport. Now, I can't remember if I am right or not. If I remember rightly, Bloodsport starred Jean Van Damme. If I remember rightly, I didn't write name. I haven't got the DVD or Blu-ray or video to show you. But if I remember rightly, George Van Damme, obviously I'm butchering his name now, ain't I? And that he starred in it. I'm not sure if it was one of his first ones he'd done. Not too sure. And yeah, the director was Newt Arnold, thank you. And the running minute was 92 minutes. Thank you, mate. Yeah, JC3D, yeah. George Clark Van Damme. So yeah, I mean, what I remember of it, it was quite a bloody film. If you don't know about the storyline a lot, basically this martial artist enters a real blood sport competition. Now, I remember rightly, for revenge against, because his brother died, or I could be thinking of a whole different, that could be Kickboxer, because I think Kickboxer had the same storyline. So yeah, I mean, I need to find him again. Find him again. I mean, find the thing and see if it's still watchable. Because I do remember it used to be quite watchable. So yeah. Right, number 3. I have got a copy of it. Now, technically this is not an 80s film. It got released in 1979, but we would have saw it in the 80s, They did two. Well, actually, they have still been doing them after a big break. They did Mad Max. Now, just trying to take the sticker off when I bought it so long ago from a charity shop for £1. That £1. So yeah, so Mad Max. So like I said, came out in 1979, but we would have saw it on video in the 80s. So I'm basically putting it in as an honourable 80s film because we would have saw it. Most of us would not have saw it. Yes. I think the second best film is The Road Warrior. Really good. And yeah. The second and third one was definitely done in the 80s because I've got one of the others in here. Pardon me. So yeah, I mean, basically it's how you get to meet Mad Max or Max. And, you know, he's a copper who basically gets his family killed, if I remember rightly. Well, a biker gang murders the family, if I remember rightly. Or it could be a whole thing and a whole different thing. Let's see if I'm right. No. Yeah, I think so. So, yeah, I'm doing so good on this live stream, aren't I? I mean, so, yeah. I think it's because I can't really see the camera. So, yeah, I thought he's a good one. They did a lot of these type of films in the 80s. But, yeah, I mean, you can't beat a bit of Mel Gibson, who does crop up. Well, funny thing is, quite a lot of these actors do crop up in action films or in the 80s and 90s and even in the 2000s and so on. So, yeah, you can't beat a bit of Mad Max. Now, I haven't got this one. Now, Kurt Russell starred in it, if I remember rightly. I can't be 100%, but I'm pretty certain Kurt Russell. Escape from New York. Came out in 1981. The director was John Carpenter. So, yeah, he was known for a lot of the action, horrors, a director. But, yeah, I mean, it ran for 99 minutes. Now, if I remember rightly, because it's been a while since I saw Escape from New York. I saw LA about a year ago. Oh, yes, Palps. It certainly is. Escape from New York is great. I agree with that. Now, if I remember rightly, the president's daughter plane crashes. Well, the escape pod crashes in New York, and Kurt Russell. I can't remember his name of the character. It's bouncing off my head, but I can't remember it properly. He's tasked to go into New York because New York is basically a prison, really, because that's where they put all the violent. Isaac Snake Plissken, yep. I knew I had the surname was in my head. But yeah, Snake. I mean, played a really good character. And like you know, he did come back into Escape from LA. Not as good as the first film, but it was still a good, enjoyable watch. Now, I haven't got that one down on my list, so I can't tell you when Escape from LA came on. But when I was doing it, I've got a feeling it was the 90s, but I'm not 100% certain that it was the 90s. I mean, but yeah, I mean, as you can see, I mean, you got Escape from New York, Mad Max, similar type of films that doing it for action. So yeah, I mean, now this is one film, number 5 on my list. Now, a lot of people probably have not seen this. Now, the props for this film was actually in Universal Park in Orlando. I don't know if they still got them. Yeah, I think it is perhaps that the LA was early 90s. I got a feeling it was 92 to 94, I do believe, when I was looking all this up. And yeah, it's not, I agree with that. I'll rather get about that film as well. And, you know, bit of it's, if I remember right, it's very much a carbon copy of New York. But yeah, so as I was saying, and his title is Road Raiders. Now, it came out in 1989, but I think that is wrong. I do believe it's around 1982. I can't. This is one that didn't really come up. It's quite a hard one to find. I'm just no, it was 1989. And it's right here. Road Raiders. Now, basically, it's set, you know, in the Second World War. It is, and basically, the Japanese have, as you know, the Japanese done quite a lot of damage. And you're not seeing this one, I'll recommend it. It's a good little action film, actually, Pelps. It is. And they make all these vehicles out of planes. And basically, if you think of Mad Max in the second one, where they build things out of whatever remains, but they do similar in his, you know, like they use a bomber fuselage, you know, and put it on a truck bed. Yeah, it's a really good film. Now, this may come with more than one title, because some of these films got more than one titles. But yeah, the props for this was at Universal Park in Orlando. And I remember seeing them when I went over there in, I was there in 92, and they were in the park then. So, and if I remember right, they were still there for some years after that. But yeah, the vehicles are really good. I will try and post some pictures of the vehicles. I mean, they are some wicked vehicles, and it's real worth a watch. Now, runtime. Let me just get my glasses back on. Pardon me. Yeah, 93 minutes runtime. So, it is well worth a watch. I mean, you can get with what they're trying to sell, can't you? On the cover. I mean, you know, Second World War, and I'm pretty certain the gun that he's holding is definitely not a Second World War gun, you know. And it looks like the one that she's holding looks a bit like Thompson, but I can't quite tell. Now, I picked this up some years ago in a Cash Converters. I did. You see the remains of a sticker. You can. Yeah, I think I paid £1 for this back in them days. Yeah, Cashcom. You can see it literally on there. You can. So yeah, I recommend it. I really do. It is. So. And if I hold the story up line for you, you can have a little read. There we are. Oops. Well, you did it at the moment. But anyway. So yeah, I recommend this one. I really do. I really do recommend that one. So yeah. Now, number 6 movie is a similar one to number 2. This is number 6, and it is Kickboxer. Came out in same year, 1989. If I can read my writing properly, let's double check. Yep, 1989. I've got 1989 written down twice. Ooh, must be a special year. Oh, I know what a year. Let's go. Now, the The director was Mark Disallon, Disallon, from the looks of it. I can't remember the actor who starred in it, but I do remember Kickboxer was quite good. Again, I think they've done more than one Kickboxer. I think they've done about 3. I don't think they did it any more than 3. This is the one where he trains in Muay Thai to avenge his brother who got killed. Who I'm pretty certain the guy who killed his brother is actually George J3CD, George Farrakhan. If I remember rightly, I'm pretty, but it may not be. So, and yeah, it's real. I gotta admit it. It is a good action little movie / martial arts. The underdog takes on the big guy, and yeah, again, and one I need to get hold of. Pardon me. I really do need to get hold of it and give it a watch again. Or see if it's available to watch online. Because you never know, a lot of these films are available to watch on YouTube because of how long they are. So yeah. So anyway, number 7. Lethal Weapon. Again, we're back down to Mel Gibson. I mean, I was hoping to grab the DVD, but sadly I couldn't find it on my travels on the weekend. As well, I tried to have some hard stuff to show you. Hard stuff? Ooh. So merchandise. But a lot of these films you already know of. But it's also nice to show you as well, I personally feel. Yeah, Lethal Weapon. It came out in 1987. Yeah. The very first Lethal Weapon is dark and gritty. I totally agree with you, Peltz, that compared to the following one, yeah. Because the following one's a bit more lighter, a bit more funnier. I can't remember if Lethal Weapon was going to be the same way as another film. It's also on my list, and that is First Blood. And we're only going to ever be one of them, but I don't know about going into the nitty gritty. Where the second and third, and I think 4, but that could be another type. So I know I can think of, no, there is 4, isn't there? It's 4 Lethal Weapons, if I remember rightly. And I know Mel Gibson said he would never do another Lethal Weapon or one as violent as it used to be. Yeah, I mean, basically this cop, he's very suicidal, don't give a 2 toots. His partner, I can't, what's his name of his partner? I'm bad at this sometimes. But, that's why I like to have, stuff that actually can show you. His name's, I hate it when the name's, it's in there. Mel Grits, no, that's Mel Gibson. Yeah. And his partner's thinking, Roger, thank you, mate. His partner's thinking, oh, great, I've got but his partner's meant to be retiring soon. No worries, Peltz. I spell things a lot wrong as well, mate. And you think, oh, great, I've got a suicidal partner that I may not retire that long. I may not even get to retire. I might end up being, shot. And because the Mel Gibson guy, he lost his wife. Later on in another film, I'm sure it's not this one. I'm sure it's number 2 when you find out that his wife was actually murdered. So, but I could be wrong. Could be lethal. It could be the very first Lethal Weapon. Now, like I said, came out in 1987. Director was Richard Bonnard or Donard. I think it's Donard. 110 minutes long, so near enough 2 hours. The funny thing is, people used to say, oh, films wasn't that long, like, roughly, people used to say, oh, films average was 90 minutes. Well, I can tell you now, what I've seen on here, they're not far off it. Richard Donner, he did Superman. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the director, yeah. And, yeah. I gotta admit, I don't know if he's done Goonies, but it wouldn't surprise me. But sadly, it's not on my list, so that's another type of film. Well, technically it's action as well, isn't it? But, also family. And, yeah, I mean, Lethal Weapons are worth a watch. I can't tell you when the last time I watched Lethal Weapon. E1, 2, 3, 4. I don't believe there's a fifth. And yeah. I think I might need to give it a watch again and remind me, But the next one, I've got the wrong DVD for it, but I couldn't find the first one. And, or I haven't wrote it down properly. So I thought I did. Oh, it holds up pretty well. That's good, Pelts. Oh, man. It's good to know that. Hi, Andy. I'll see both of you actually this Saturday, won't I? You never seen Lethal Weapon? Oh, blimey, mate. I thought Stu was bad not seeing Back to the Future, but you've not seen Lethal Weapon. Yeah. But truth is, who's got time to watch all the films? I mean, I was a bit of a movie buff back in the day. But I've got written down, if this next one is number 8 in my list, you can probably see the part of the title already. Actually, no, you can't, actually. And that's Die Hard, but I've got number 2. No. Oh, yeah, Adam's apparently seen every film. I don't think so. See, I've got down Die Hard 2. But on my list, I've just got Die Hard, so I don't know if I've got the right one now. But I've got a feeling the one I've got written down is actually for the very first Die Hard. And it came out in 1988. Yeah, I think number 2 was 1990s. For some reason, I just don't know. But it gets a bit confusing when I got the wrong one. The director was John McCugan. That's if I spell his name right. Blimey. I hate surnames. Now, the runtime for the very first Die Hard, okay, this is not the first Die Hard, this is the second one, was 132 minutes. 132 minutes. That is 2 hours and 12 minutes to you people that can't think in minutes. I mean, back in the, it is getting the end of the 80s. I mean, that's a long time for that, But not the first time, yeah. Very first Die Hard is a great Christmas movie-ish. But yeah, you got Christmas stuff in. Now I can understand why people call it a Christmas movie. John McCain. Hey, see, I remember the name, mate. Hey, drink. I remember the name right. Lovely. John McCain goes to see his, yeah. That's right, Palps. They normally, it's pretty long, but you got to admit, it's pretty violent. It is. So yeah. True. I agree with that, Andy. A good movie, a good movie regardless of the season. And yeah, I mean, right. I gotta admit, there's one scene of Die Hard. I know I'm holding number 2 up, so I'll put that now. Now, he takes his shoes off. Right. Now, I know in one scene he does try to take some shoes off a dead guy. If I remember right, he doesn't have a knife or anything like that. And the guy must have been shot, but oh my god, that scene where they shoot all the glass out and he goes, oh, there. I mean, that is a scene that gives me hovers. Not really, but you know what I mean. I mean, nah. I mean, you must know what it's like if you ever walk across, you break a glass, it shatters everywhere, and if you are bare feet, you're like, shite. So yeah, I mean, now Die Hard, I do believe done 5 in the series. Now, number 1 I think is one of the best ones. Number 2 is not bad as well. Came in the 90s, and then you got 3, 4. And I think 5. I'm not too sure. Yeah, Die Hard 3, if I remember rightly, he's got to do what Simon says, because it's the brother of the first guy who gets killed. But it's not really. It's just just a bit of. They got plans for something else. I've got to admit, all the Die Hards are actually quite good to watch. And I think they still hold up to now. In that the last Die Hard I probably watched was the last one that came out. Hi, Mr. B. Hope you're doing well, my friend. And yeah, I do think all the Die Hards still hold up. Yep, I agree with that, Pelts. Yeah. So he's glad. Who cares about glass? Yeah. So yeah, and later ends up walking through something. Especially when they shoot all that windows out. I don't think any of them had knives that you saw. But I think if I got one with a knife, I think I would cut the back of the shoes off. But you have seen some films where they get the wrong shoes and they cut the back off. But who knows? Yeah, Die Hard 5. I've never seen it for a while, so it's not the best one, is it? I mean, it again, it's the money cow, isn't it? Or let's do another chapter of the series. Yeah. So I remember 5 is the son, the daughter, or is that the 4th where it's just the son? But yeah. But anyway, Anyway, I want to move on to the next title because I do think Die Hard's pretty cool. Bruce Willis, the 5th is with his son. Was any with his daughter as well? Because I'm thinking I remember the daughter being involved as well, but I'm probably getting that wrong. I am. Nothing new about that, really, is it? Me getting things wrong. Pardon me. Daughter's in the 4th one. Thank you, Palps. Right. Well, I knew I remember there was one with a daughter. Thank you. Well, the next one, number 9 of my list, is one that Adam Berry loves. I think he holds a big crush on the one guy. Won't tell you who. And that is No, it's not actually Dirty Dancing. It's Top Gun. And I gotta admit, it is a good film. That's all right, Pelts, being a mind of useless knowledge. I hold a lot of useless knowledge that no one else knows about. And even after a while, I get what I said. I'm getting old. Yeah, Top Gun came out in 1986. Director was Tony Scott. Runtime was 110 minutes. Now, it is a pretty good film. I'm not seeing it. I don't. Yeah, Andy, actually, I agree with you. Some films I don't see out the same reason. If I had a choice of watching Top Gun, Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, Kickboxer, Road Rage, Escape, I would go for Missing in Action. Or Escape from New York. Top Gun is low on my list. I don't think I've seen Top Gun since 2000s. I don't mind Tom Cruise. But Top Gun, I gotta admit, I did like him in Rain Man. Funny thing, Rain Man is a very interesting film. It is. And I had that on video years and years ago. And I think I've only seen Rain Man once. I'm sure it's called Rain Man, isn't it? But I'm also getting a picture of another film called Rain Man. Who knows? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, Top Gun 2 was really a semi-repeat of Top Gun. But I gotta admit, I enjoyed both. But I could easily miss both. I've bought them on Blu-ray, and I still haven't watched them. I haven't. Rain Man, yes. Dusty Husband, correct. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta admit, Rain Man. Hello, Connor. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. You saw a movie, saw Jason. Not Jason X, was it? That's a horror one, mate. That's last week's. Horrors last week, So, so yeah, I mean, would I, oh yeah, Palps. Jason X is a stone cold classic. It's actually one of the good ones. I think it's semi-standalone as well. Yeah, because it's out in space, if I remember rightly. Connor, advertising again, mate. So, yeah, I mean, that's Top Gun. The next one on my list, the number 10. We're back to, actually, I haven't even said his name. Sylvester Stallone. Yes, Connor. But I'm hiding it. I'm not showing the name. I mean, project placement. How about that then, Connor? I mean, or shall we go? How about that one? That's even a better one. So you're getting me going off subject now. Yeah, so Sylvester Stallone starred in Cobra. Now, Cobra is okay. I kind of, a bit of rubbish now and then. And I believe you're coming over to NEC as well this Saturday. I hope you are. That's very true. If I remember rightly, Speed is 90s. What I could be going into soon. Mean soon, don't mean soon. And yeah, I mean, Cobra is okay, very dark. if I remember right. I don't think I've seen Cobra since, what, at least 20 plus years. You can't, I don't think Cobra is a fable to buy on its own, or as it is now, it's quite expensive. I'm sure I might have saw it not long ago for £30 at CEX. So, and knowing my luck, Cobra's probably, yeah, take cover. Well, technically, isn't shots got fired on all these action films, apart from some martial arts ones. So yeah, obviously, Cobra was not Stallone's first film he ever done. Like we do know the first one he'd done. Obviously, Rocky. I can't remember his name when he shouts, when he rings. But yeah, obviously on where he does the marathon bit and runs up them stairs and go top of the world. I could be thinking a whole different thing. But yeah. So, but yeah. So yeah, I would say give Cobra a watch. I at a point I just said Cobra, I didn't say nothing else about it. I'm slacking. Came out in 1986. Director, oh yes, mate. Director is George. Yeah, I can say that surname. Not Cosman. Sounds Irish. Probably not. Cosh. Cosham. AM. Yeah. 87 minutes running time. So nice, average action film runtime. And I don't remember much of it, but I do remember he's a cop or policeman that basically very violent. Basically his version before he actually did it of Judge Dredd. Because similar, but nothing like it. How's that one for you? So yeah. So yeah, well, I'm going to go from Cobra and I'm going back to my very first film I've done, well, the actor, not the first one. Oh, I don't know about that, Palps. You've never seen Cobra? Connor. Do you know what? Don't bother. I say you haven't seen it. And let me rephrase this actually, Connor. If you don't need to buy it, I'll let Andy's never heard of it either. But you can find it on YouTube for free, or it's a favourite on any streaming service that you've got. Give it a watch. You may enjoy it and you may not. It's not his So yeah, but I'll fear you've never seen Cobra. It's not one of his best films, I will say. If I remember right, it did flop at the cinema. I would recommend, if you don't, get to watch it for free, then give it a watch. But otherwise, don't go and buy it. Because I do believe it's quite a lot of money to buy on Blu-ray. I don't think you can get on DVD by itself. And I got a feeling it's around about £20 to £30 on Blu-ray for it. So, and if it's not that great, but yeah. I think we always meant to watch some films, so we just don't get around doing it. I mean, I know you have a special TV channel. Check on there. You never know, it might be a fable on that channel. If not, well, don't blame you. You're not missing much. Not that I can remember, anyway. Quite funny is, a lot of these films I've not watched for many years. And I just class myself an action fan. Don't think so. Well, anyway, number 11 film. Let's get away from Cobra. And now we're going back to yeah. I gotta admit, Sloane. I said I was gonna get away from it, but I'm not. Sloane acting was a little bit wooden at times, and his Judge Dredd. I enjoyed it, but I know it goes quite against the storyline of the comic, where the new Judge Dredd was brilliant, and they need to carry on with that. They really do. Now, number 11 film is Delta Force. I mean, Delta Force, my God, that is real good action film. Came out in 1986. It did. Director was... wow. I hate these directors. Can't they have simple names? Yeah, I can really say that one. Why can't he be like Iron... oh, I'm already giving the title away. I know a director called Sidney James Furie. But no, he's got to have a real awkward name. Yeah, I'll spell it, then you know what it is. Meuahem. Then his second name is like cola. Spelling bee. I agree with you, Connor. Delta Force is one of the really good films. Starring Chuck Norris, and Pouncey Rice is as good as Megaforce. Equal, I would say. You've actually seen it? Oh, I am so... I'm glad you've seen Delta Force. Have you seen number 2? Anyway, number 2 came out in the 90s anyway, so that's not on my list. But yeah, I mean, Chuck Norris starred in it. If I remember right, the first one had quite a good lot of action stars in it, but I don't mean like Sloane and the other guys, but ones that we saw in Second World War film. Yeah, have you seen Delta Force number 2? And that's just as good as number 1, actually. Hey. And yeah, I gotta admit, Delta Force is real good action film. And if now I'm hoping I'm not gonna get the storylines mixed up between the two. Now, if I remember, number 1, they're going to rescue a plane of hijacked victims who are Israel, and so yeah, I mean, they escape with them, and then things go wrong. Can't remember what. It's been a little while, and yeah, I recommend watching Delta Force. And all from that, the 3 of you have seen it, and anybody who watches this on the repeat, let me know in the comments what if you've seen it and what you think of Delta Force. Now, you are Chuck Norris. I need to find out how many films he done, because I reckon Chuck Norris must be in the amount of films he must have done. I reckon he's done about 30 to 40 films. I think, at a rough guess. I was also going to be really wrong, but who knows? Anyway, I'm going to number 12 now. And yes, I've got things to show you. Yes. Now, how many have seen Iron Eagle? Now, this is Top Gun, basically. Now, both came out the same year as Top Gun, but this is Iron Eagle. I think, 38 films. Bloody hell. I wasn't far wrong then, was I? Google says he made at least 38 films. Helps. Yeah, cool. 38. Yeah, so Iron Eagle came out. I agree with that, Palps. Yes, Iron Eagle is great. Done 3. Yeah. I think Iron Eagle is the better one out of them two, out of Top Gun and Iron Eagle. Iron Eagle I will watch any day of the week. Top Gun I'll watch once in every decade, if you're lucky. I mean, basically, storyline is, if you haven't seen it, but obviously see that Connor and Palp have seen it. Don't know about you, Andy. And obviously, if anybody else comes in. Basically, his father gets shot down over lines. I think it's around. I think it's a funny thing is I think it's where things are happening at the moment, sadly. Or actually, I think it's a fictional country. Actually, if I remember rightly, I'm not too sure. Let's see if it says on the back of the title. Bear with me one moment. Oh yeah, all it says is shot down in a hostile Middle Eastern country. So, oh yeah, it is a rip-off of Top Gun, but it's both done at the same time, Andy. And this is the better one out of the two, mate. Watch this one any day. It's the best one out of the two. So much, you know. And the thing is, you know, he steals at I'm sure it's at F-16 he steals. Is it F-16? Same as Top Gun, if I remember rightly. Did it say what he nicks? No, it doesn't say, but yeah. Says HMV 15. All right. Yeah, I think so, Andy. Good actor in it. Louis Gallards Jr. But look, I'm famous. Jason. See? Yeah, definitely F-16, but I can't remember if he nicks at F-16. I don't. But I got a feeling it is. Again, very much like Top Gun, because Top Gun is an F-16, if I remember rightly. And, you know, Barry would say that he knows Top Gun like the back of his hand. And, yeah. And the thing is, it's, yeah. They have just remade Black Hawk Down. I agree with that one, Pelts. In a whole different kettle. Very far-fetched, I personally think. I'm not sure they could have got away with it. I don't, you know, a little spoiler alert if you haven't seen this film. Basically, him and his crew, I suppose you want to call him, his mates, all Air Force brats, as they like to be called. They, because all their parents worked for the Royal Air Force, for the American Air Force, not the Royal Air Force. And they steal it all, and then nick an F-16 to go, hi Terry, to go and get his father back. But yeah, I mean, this is a better one to watch. I mean, came out in 1986. The director was Sidney J. Furry, or Furry. Now, quite long for an action movie. Was 117 minutes long. So, really long for an action movie. Nearly enough 2 hours. But yeah, it's well worked. And I gotta admit, Iron Eagle is a better one out of Top Gun and that one. I'll see you later, Andy. I'll see you on the weekend, mate. I believe you're coming. So yeah, Iron Eagle is a real good one. Now the next one is number 2. Good. I'll see you on Saturday. Iron Eagle number 2 came out in 1988. Same director, Sydney J Ferrari. Now the run time is 105 minutes, a bit shorter than the very first one. I gotta admit, I don't really like this one a lot because, big spoiler by the way, the first guy who pilots in the first one, in this one, he dies in the first 10 minutes of. So, Pelts, I'm giving you a spoiler, mate. He dies in the first 10 minutes of this. He does. And then this other guy, it's not the best. So yeah, I recommend. It's still good to watch, but it's not the best one because they kill the main actor off in. So yeah, but still a shame. So anyway, we're going to do number 14 next. And funny thing is, someone mentioned this last week. And the person's not in here. And that is American Ninja. Now, who remembers American Ninja? Now, if Si was still around, I'm pretty certain he must have saw American Ninja. I mean, what a film. And now a good one. Now, it came out in the middle of the 80s. 1985 it came out. Director was Sam Firstenbone. Yeah. If director ever watches my things, they will probably butcher me, because I butcher their surnames. Run time is 95 minutes. Now, it is a good action film, very much, but where I gotta admit, pals, I quite liked it. I gotta admit, I also always liked the black guy. I can't think of the black guy's name, but he also starred in a lot of the others. Michael Dothan. By the way, I think my one is mine one's Holland. So I don't know if you can read it. Oops. It's actually in Dutch. It is. So yeah. So I can't, but yeah, I mean it's not a bad one. I can't really remember he's in the, I can't remember what, he's in the Marines, isn't he? Pelts. Sure, they're both of them in the Marines. And something happens, but I gotta admit, now, isn't he wearing black as a ninja? Where always the white ninjas was meant to be good, or I used to get them confused when I was young. But yeah, so American Ninja, it's not a bad watch. I haven't seen it for quite some years. And probably worth a watch now if you're a bit bored. I've got to admit, I bought this in 2021 when I last went to Holland. And I haven't seen it. I haven't watched it since. So, shows what I thought of this film, don't it, really? So, yeah. American Ninja. I can't tell you what it says on the back because it's all in Dutch. Hey! Right. God, I'm bad today. I do apologise. Right, number 15 on my list. Let me throw in the comments if there's any other action films that you thought of that I may not have. If I haven't got them on the list, Then we'll talk about them as well. Number 15 is Predator. Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the guy from Terminator, I'll be back. Apparently, he never said that. Predator came out in 1987. Director was John. Yeah, I really hate these director surnames. I really do, with a passion. Macedon? Yeah. People are going to go in the comments saying, you really can't, yeah, Predator is a great film. Basically when he gets into the mud bath. Mud baths are great, I can tell you right now, I thought so. I thought I recognized his name. There it is. John McKinnon. Yeah, I want to say his name. John McKinnon. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm still wrong. So, yeah. And it's definitely a classic film. You think it's not 40 years old yet. It's got one more year, then it'd be 40 years old. I mean, don't it make you feel bloody old? I mean, that'd be 40 years next year. And the thing is, came out in 1987. I know I was only 14 at the time. Yes, I do, Pelts. And funny thing is, I have got one of them in here as well, by the way. I have. Because they are full of action. They are. Basically, the first one where he pulls out a gun. And yeah, I mean, the CIA guy, bit of a knob, but ain't all the CIA guys are knobs in any of them? Yes, they did. Same, actually. I didn't put them all in. The same as some of the others, like Mad Max and stuff like that. I didn't want to add too many of the same type of films in, but sadly, But yeah, they all did come in. But yeah, I mean, Predator is a good film. And funny thing is, the next film going in, it's still Arnold Schwarzenegger in the next film. Now, yeah. Perhaps, yeah. Of Martian ancestors. Yes. Makes you wonder that. Again, it's very far-fetched. Bit like Iron Eagle in a way. Very so far. But isn't a lot of the action films quite far-fetched? Could they really be done in real life? I mean, basically, I'm about to say the name, Commando. That's my number 16 film, 1985. Director is Mark L. Lister. Yeah, normal name. Thank you. Runtime is 19 minutes. Now, you gotta feel sorry for that Porsche. Now, there's a scene in it where he breaks that person's neck and he leaves him on the plane and he goes there. Oh, my friend's dead tired. It's like, I've got that one in here as well, by the way. I'm pretty certain I've got that one in here, Pounce. Yeah, a lot of these a lot of these action heroes, yes, the South Korean Porsche, yeah. One time it's got a broken door, and another time, it has not got, I can't remember all the punch lines. Punch lines? Punch lines. There's another one where, like the one I just said about, he says about his friend's dead tired. And there's one about where he says, when he's holding the bloke over the balcony. but I can't remember what he actually says. It's gone right out of my head. But I mean, you got to admit, Commander is so far-fetched. He goes to this island and kills 100+ people. Personally, it's a great film. I love Commando. But I don't think... But then he was like Special Forces, so maybe, but I doubt it. I think he might get killed off by the end of it. So, yeah. Yeah, pals, I agree with that. Actually, a typical action film where it takes on a small private eye and wins. Very much so. It was the thing about action films where one soldier can kill many. Just got to look at Rambo, haven't you? Basically number 2. Where he slaughters a lot. But yeah. I mean, is Commando worth a watch now? Yes. Yes, I would say Commando is worth a watch now. It's still quite watchable. Yeah, probably it's cheesy. Probably. The bad guy dresses like a queen, if you want to say. But apparently, yeah. Oh, that might have been. I can't see. I'll have to turn my camera around so you can get to see everything the right way. So maybe it's been withheld. So I can't quite see it. So sorry about that, Terry. It's only probably about turning the camera facing me that I can't see if anything gets withheld. So I hope not, but yeah. Yeah, I agree with that, pal. Where Jason, another action guy, Jason Statham, Statham, Arnold, Sloane, Bruce Willis, Mel Gibson. There's probably some others I can think of. George and Jam. Him. But yeah, they was known in the 80s for a lot of action films. But yeah. So I'm going to go on to number 17. And I bought this not long ago. And that is Rambo First Blood. Now, my mate, God, he loved Rambo. Now, I bought this for £2 not that long ago. And yeah, I have watched it. But my mate bought Rambo The First Blood. He rented it out from the video store about 500 times. Every time that his mum is giving him video money, go and rent a film out at the video shop, he'll go and rent out Rambo First Blood. We wasn't even fit then, but these rental shops didn't give a monkeys back in the day. Yes, that's right. The book is totally different to the film. Yeah, I agree with that, Connor. But the second one is a lot better as a kid. And yeah, the first one does hit a lot more harder when you're adult when you watch it again. Because you think the first one is not really meant to be an action really film. It's more, if this poor guy comes back from Vietnam, if I remember rightly, or some place like that. Again, getting treated like shite. And gets picked on by the sheriffs, and he finally says enough is enough. He then basically goes, Palps, that is number 3, I believe, where he comes out of retirement. I'm pretty certain that's number 3. I am. But number 2, when he comes out, he's still in jail, if I remember rightly. I'm pretty certain. And that's number 3, where he comes out of retirement because the Colonel goes in his place. So, yeah, I mean, it is worth a watch. It can be quite hard hitting in places to see how this guy is getting bullied by the sheriffs and how they do, basically that water scene. But yeah, I mean, came out in 1982. The director was Ted Kuhusty. I'm probably butchering his name. Runtime was 93 minutes. Like Palps just said, the ending is totally different to the film. But did you know the ending was actually filmed? The same one from the book. But then they decided they wanted to do, apparently, when it was at the private screenings, it was doing that well. They realised they can make 2, 3, 4, and so on. And that's why the ending got changed to where he doesn't die, he carries on. Well, basically, he gets put in jail. If I remember rightly. Been a while since I watched it, even though it was only a couple of years, but yeah, I'm sure he goes and gets arrested by the Colonel at the end of it. But yeah, I remember the scene in where the sheriff goes to the Colonel. What do you need? And he goes, well, you better bring a load of body bags, because you're not going to need body bags. Pretty true. So yeah. 17 Rambo First Blood. You gotta admit, it's one of the best ones. I gotta admit, I didn't mind the last one that came out. I don't know how I class that one as a Christmas movie. Is it at Christmas? Can't remember that one. But yeah, I mean, the last Rambo that came out, I mean, a lot of people don't like it because you see him getting the shit kicked out of him by a load of people. The thing is, what they seem to got, I mean, a lot of people seem to get, is playing a 60 to 70-year-old man. It's pretty, what 60 or 70-year-old man, outnumbered, could, they didn't, I mean, gets his revenge. But yeah. That's, like I said, it's my opinion. I don't mind the last one. But, not that brilliant. But, worth a watch. But anyway. Now, this one I bought a year ago. See, we're back to Chuck Norris again. Number 18. I still haven't watched it. Still sealed. How terrible is that? Still sealed. Silent Rage. Came out in 1982. It was. 12 past 9. How amazingly quick the time goes. And 1982 it came out of. Runtime was 103 minutes. Now, director was Michael Miller. I think I've wrote that down. Or my writing is so bad, I am saying the wrong name. I mean, it's so good, I still haven't watched it. But I have watched it when it first came out all them years ago. I mean, I might need to watch this afterwards. But probably not. It'll probably still be sealed. Let me see what the storyline says. Bear with me. I'll read it out to you. I will. We can have a little story time, shall we? Alright. Our apparently suspense street fight ensued a small Texas town terrorized by a psycho killer. Sheriff Stevens is faced with the dilemma of stopping the invincible murderer made indestructible through genetic engineering. A young group of researchers are responsible for developing the serum, and the head of research to continue the experiments. Didn't realise that. He single-handedly routed a dozen brutal bikers from the truck, single-handed by helping out a warm and sexy sidekick with Alison Hannon. There we are. Now, did you like the story time? I know I didn't, but I really did butcher that. So yeah, but he did I might have. I will be doing. I think. Pal. I did love Jackie Chan. I like such a funny thing. I've not got any of these in this list for some reason. I should have at least had one of these in this list. Police Story, like you just said, it is a classic. Jackie Chan, he done all his own acting. Done all his own stunts. He nearly died more than once doing a film. I can't remember which one it was. He jumped off a ledge, hit a tree, and he enough died. Jackie Chan, and such a comedian as well. You know what I mean by the fighting, how he fights. Yeah. If I had a choice between Chuck Norris and Jackie Chan, say Saturday, you went, right, we're gonna have a choice between Jackie Chan and Chuck Norris. We're gonna watch one. I would go with you. Honestly, I'll say Jackie Chan, because I've got to admit he was good. But did you know the first proper English-speaking film he actually did was a 2000 something film. Are you a big Terry? You was a big Bruce Lee fan? I didn't really get into Bruce Lee that well. I like martial arts, but I wasn't really a fan of Bruce Lee. Sorry, Si. I know, mate. But yeah. I like Bruce Lee, but I wasn't a big fan of his. Jackie Chan, any day of the week. If I had a choice of Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee, I'm sad to say it, Jackie Chan will win. Project A, I'm sure is the film that he died doing a stunt that went wrong. But yeah, I can't think of the one that he finally learns English properly, where all is actually dubbed. Yeah, I agree with that, Connor. He's got, yeah, comedian genius in his, yeah. So yeah. Well, we're going to number 19. This 40 list is not going to happen today. We're already hour 20 minutes, so I might go over, but I won't go over too long. Number 19 is License to Kill. It came up. It is action film. Came out in 1989. Obviously, License to Kill, 007. Director is John Glenn. 135 minutes long. And it's a good film to watch. I think it's Roger Moore still playing. No, it's not. License to Kill. It's not Roger Moore. It's the other guy who plays James Bond. He only done 2 or 3 James Bond. I can't think of his name. Yeah, I'm pretty certain License to Kill is not Roger Moore. I think it's the other guy. If I remember rightly. Could be wrong. But I haven't got it there to show you. Now, the next one is back to a martial arts film. Timothy Dalton, yes. Thank you, Pouts. Timothy Dalton was, very underrated as Bond. Yeah, I agree with that. It's Untouchables, number 20. Came out in 1987. Director is Brian O'Prams. Brian D. Pounds, yeah. 120 minutes, so quite long. Now, it's got Sean Connery in it, if I remember rightly. I think it's Kurt Russell, I think. Also, if I can picture the group. But, yeah, it is a good film. Now, The Untouchables is set in the 1930s, if I remember rightly. It's been a long time since I've watched it. I think I need to re-watch it again. I was reading this list. It's got me thinking a lot of it. Kevin Costner. Thank you, Pouts. I knew I didn't feel right saying Kevin Costner. I mean, you know. Blimey. Give up, Jason. You're saying, I'm getting names mixed up now. Let me go back out and I'll come back in. So, yeah, I mean, it is a real good action film. Brutal, but good, Can't think of it. There was 5, weren't they? Not Untouchable. I mean, 5 in the team, in Untouchables. Yes. Connery does a lot better impression of an Irish beat cop than Stu doing a Sean Connery impression. So yeah. So number 121 is a film where some of you may have never seen. I love this film. Now, Terry, you said something about Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee starred in this, but he didn't. Now, you're probably thinking, what? How could Bruce Lee star in this, but he didn't? It's No Retreat, No Surrender. Now, it came out in 1986. Director is Corey Yacon, I think. 94 minutes long. Basically, this kid learns to do some martial arts and he gets tortured by the ghost of Bruce Lee. He does. And when you're watching it as a kid, it came out in 1986. At that time, I thought Bruce Lee was still alive. I didn't realise he had already died. And when you watch it back as an adult, you realise that ain't Bruce Lee. The kid goes to Bruce Lee's grave. Sure, that gives it away, doesn't it? Really, how can they bring a dead person back? But yeah, I mean, it's well worth it. And I did 3 or 4 No Retreat, No Surrenders. Number 1 is a good one. Number 3 is not too bad because the original guy from number 1 comes back, and the guy that in No Retreat, No Surrender number 2 is a whole different guy, and then they come back in the 3rd together. So it is worth a watch. Cheesy in places, pretty. Rip off of basic Karate Kid in places, I would say. some other martial arts films. But yeah. Now, this one. Rocky number 4. 1985. Director was actually Sylvester Stallone. He actually directed it. I don't know if he directed them all afterwards. I'm not sure, Terry. It might have been. It might have been Bruce Lee. So yeah, I mean, it's worth a watch. If you can find it, Terry, it's worth that 19 minutes watch. It is cheesy in places, you know. Yeah, I mean, Rocky 4. I mean, the bad guy. Again, another action hero. Action hero? Him, the Russian. Hi, Martin. We talked about you a little ago about a certain film. That might have been your ancestors, mate. Yeah, his mate gets murdered. I mean, his mate did get murdered, really, didn't he, in Rocky 4? I mean, he slaughtered him. I mean, he should have, you know. But yeah, I mean, the scene when they go to Russia and they go to the stadium and they literally, not shouting, Rocky. By the time they finish the fight, they're all going, Rocky, 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 Rocky. And I gotta admit, I think number 4, out of all the Rockies, and apart from one, there's obviously one, Indiana Jones, by the way, mine. Would you say number 4 is the best Rocky film going? But I think it is, my person. I know number 3 is quite good because it's got Mr. T in it. But I think number 4 is one of the best ones going. I do. I mean, it's a shame that I really hate it when his mate died. But I can also understand why they did it. Or should I say why he did it. And yeah. Oh, very much. Agree with that, chaps. So yeah. I mean, it's a good film. I liked it. But yeah, so that's that one. Rocky. There. Rocky. So yeah, that's that one done. Now, this film shouldn't be in this list, but I decided to put it in there because it is a good film. We would have watched it in the 80s, but it didn't come out in the 80s. It came out in 1977. And funny thing is, it's starring Chuck Norris again. I mean, I've got to admit, I'm quite heavy in Chuck Norris films in this 40 list. I am. The same guy did the score for Rocky 4. Oh, as a Transformers. Oh, cool. And that's Breaker. I mean, it's a good film. But his brother gets put in jail in this beaten-necked town. Or I could be thinking of a Hulk Hogan film that's similar. Because there's a Hulk Hogan film like this as well. And so yeah. And I've got to admit, I'm pretty certain this is a town where, yeah. And literally they destroy this town to bits. They bring all their lorries and destroy that town, destroy all them police cars. And you got to admit, all these films was in the, you had Smokey and the Bandit, Breaker Breaker, then you got I like Hulk Hogan action films. It was cheesy. And so yeah, but again, it's a good film, but I put it in as an honourable 80s because we would have watched it in the 80s. But yeah, it came out in 1977. Director was I like that, Pelts. Director was Don Hewlett. And running time is 86 minutes. I mean, 86 minutes long. And I think the town gets destroyed in, I think, 20 minutes. So, yeah. I mean, if you want to watch Laurie's, I can't remember all the other Laurie ones. Because like I said, you had Smokey and the Bandit, Breaker Breaker. Then he had another one with that country and western singer. He done one as well. But I can't think of the name of that film. Convoy. Thank you, Pelts. Oh, I gotta admit, Convoy I think is better than this. I do. And I would actually say Convoy is probably better than Smokey and the Bandit. Might need to do a search and see how many different types of films do they do like this. Yeah. So that's that one. So, is it worth a watch? Yes, I actually not watched it that long ago. I did. Best scene is basically yeah, it does include credits, so you can say a good 10 minutes. I guarantee you that it's good 10 minutes of credits, I would say. I would. I mean, but it is like, yep. I remember No Hard Barred. So yeah, that's that one. Right. So next one is probably a film that none of you have ever seen. I've got to admit, I bought this not long ago, and I don't think it's better than Smoking the Bandit. I like Convoy. Convoy. It's comfort action. Now that is my number 25 film. Came out in 1988. Director is David Rich, or Winch. More like Winters, actually. SummerSlam 89. I don't remember that, Martin. I'll have to type it in. Yeah, I agree with Pelts. I've not seen that one either. Might have a look. Basically, comfort team goes in to rescue somebody. Things don't really happen well, like normal. So yeah, basically Frank White's, but yeah, you can read a little storyline. I added it. I still need to watch it because I bought it from the charity shop about a couple of years ago. And that's why it's quite high on this. It definitely won't be going in my top 10. Well, I've not seen it. But, so yeah. I know which one we're going first. Right, next one is Raiders of the Lost Ark. 1981. 1981 this came out of. Director is obviously Steven Spielberg. 115 minutes long. I love the scene where he's in that town and a guy with the whip and literally he's whip. No, it's not the whip, is it? That's the second one. Where the guy's got the sword, he's doing the sword around, and he pulls out his Indiana Jones pulls out a gun and shoots him. I mean, pretty cool, really. But yeah, it is. I know a lot of people didn't like Indiana Jones, especially the last one. It's not really Indiana Jones, is it? The last one. It's just, if you can get that it had Indy in it and just think of it as like the A-Team film and just think of it as a film and not a carry-on, it's not bad. But you can't admit, number 1 to number 3 is the best 3 out of them all. I mean, should they have left it from number 3? Yeah. Sadly, they know it's a cash cow. And that's why they keep bringing them back. I mean, just look at Crystal Skull. I mean, so yeah. I mean, cool. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why they did it. Because they've been a lot of the crew and all that was quite ill. Yeah. So yeah, it's worth a watch. And the scene where they take the Ark and put it in this warehouse. So yeah, and that probably Ark is still there to this day in that warehouse somewhere. Probably in District 51 in the warehouse. I've only done nearly enough halfway. I've nearly enough done 2 hours. I feel I might have to short some of these films down. So I'm gonna go for one. I haven't actually got it here. So I'm gonna shorten some of mine. This I want to do this for 2 hours, so I don't want to overrun it. Although obviously 2 hours is a lot of us, quite long. I mean, it might have to be a part 2 later on. I mean, so I want to go. I want to carry on. Let's see how many we get, shall we? If I run over 2 hours, we run over. I'll definitely be adding. Thing is, like I said right at the beginning, Pounce, action films from 1980 to 1989, roughly 1,000 action films were made. There's no real answer, so you can't really know. I mean, there's no way on earth I could do one part of action films because it's more than 40. I mean, it's literally roughly 1,000. I mean, as I said, there's so many. I mean, it's like this one, Attack Full Said. Bit of a rip-off of Delta Force, but I think Delta Force might be a rip-off of this a little bit in places. Yeah, Delta Force came out later. Yeah. That one happened, Martin. Give the idea to Stu, mate. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's starring Mel Gibson. I don't know if you've seen Attack Full Said. It's World War II. Basically, volunteers made up to carry out this wartime mission. Basically, the whole 23 people do die in this. So it says on the back, by the way, if you can read it. It's been a long time since I've seen this film. I can't remember how well brilliant it is. But I do know it's not his first film he'd done, because obviously Mad Max was done before this. So, yeah. So, came out in 1982. Director is Tim Burchell, I believe. And runtime is 93 minutes. So, yeah. Mainly give this a rewatch to see what it's like. Could be cheesy. Could be a good little action film now. But who knows. But that's number 26. So, yeah. Actually, number 27, actually. Now, next one is actually not the one I've just picked up. The next one is 28. It's not actually titled number 28. Next is Beverly Hills Cop 2. It is. Sadly, I haven't got none of these films. I haven't got none of these films. I mean, came out in 1987. Director was Tony Scott. Runtime is 103 minutes. But you gotta admit, Beverly Hills number 2 is not the best. I mean, number 1 was the best. And Eddie Murphy. Thank you. I knew I could remember his name. I gotta admit, I liked him in that Chinese one. I do. For that, what was that? Beverly Hills? No, I'm sure that's not Beverly Hills. No. But yeah, I mean Beverly Hills Cop. Funny thing is, Terry, I haven't mentioned it yet, but that is number 31. Spoiler alert, mate. Spoiler alert. That is. Thank you, Pouts. That's Golden Child. Gotta admit, Golden Child is actually a really good film. What I can remember, I've not seen it for quite some years. Sad fact is, I would say 15 years since I last seen a Golden Child. Maybe. But yeah, I mean, it is one of good Eddie Murphy's films. I mean, Eddie Murphy in the 80s was he was a good actor. He'd done some good films. Yeah. Beverly Hills Cops 2. If you got to choose between Golden Child and Beverly Hills Cop, the first one, which one will you go for? Out of the two. They're both Eddie Murphy. I've got to say, I'll go for the Golden Child. I think I would choose Golden Child out of the two. If I had to choose, best defense. All right. Beverly Hills Beverly Hills Cop for you, Martin. Oh, right. Oh, you go for Beverly Hills Cop, both of you would. Okay. Right. Yep. Connor's. Yep. Yeah, I got to admit, Beverly Hills Cop is good, isn't it? I mean, what do you call it? Compulsory. Yeah. What do you call it? How the three people interact in there. I can't think of the two white guys. Basically, the skinny one. I mean, he's learning some bad tips from Eddie Murphy. I mean, but yeah. I mean, you just can't beat it. Yeah, you got that right. Deep undercover. Blimey. But yeah. Beverly Hills Cop is definitely well worth a watch. Funny thing is, mine, I've got that in the number 2. That is number 2. And that's what I've just said. Funny thing is, Terry, I've seen Coming to America, but I've never seen Gentleman one. I haven't. So number 29 is going to be an Arnold Schwarzenegger film, Raw Deal. It came out in 1986. Director was John Avon. 106 minutes long. Now, if I remember rightly, Martin, I never watched the second one either, Coming to America. I gotta admit, I loved the first Coming to America, and I've not seen the second one. Probably not any good, but that's my opinion. And the thing is, I've not watched it, so I can't. Honestly, I shouldn't even give an opinion, because I say Raw Deal's not really aged that well, right? No, the real memory Raw Deal is a Russian copper that goes to America, if I remember rightly, to find this murderer who's escaped to America. Again, it's so similar to some of these other films he'd done, apart from oh, that's Red Heat. Thank you, Terry. And Pouts. See, I'm getting them mixed up with, I can't actually remember what Raw Deal was about now. No. That's gone right out of my head. That's why I got to admit, why I do like to have the hard stuff as well, so I can show, and if I ever get what the storyline, I can have a quick read. And it ain't like I can pick my phone up, because that's what you're watching me on. It's my phone. So yeah. No, I can't remember. Yeah, maybe it's that bad. Maybe it's that bad that I can't remember Raw Deal. You know what? I started to change number 29. Number 29 is actually Red Heat. I mean, I don't know when Red Heat came out, but we're going to add Red Heat, because obviously I remember that one more than that one. Yeah. I mean, but yeah. Now, do you remember this one? Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome. Not the best one. It ain't. Number 2, The Road Warrior, is the best one, I think, out of the Mad Maxes. Came out in 1985. The director is George Miller. And hey, where's my glasses gone? Yeah, number 2 is, number 2 is, you got me confused there, Martin, when you put Mad Max 2. Yeah, that's The Road Warrior, number 2. That is the best one out of the Mad Maxes, I personally feel. Much like the first one, because it's how it started. But yeah, I mean, number 3. Oh, it suffered from. I'm not surprised. Do anything. Well, yeah, not surprised. It's yeah, like you said, Pat, it is okay, but it's nothing great, is it? I mean, if you had to choose between Road Warrior and Fish, like me, you're going for the Road Warrior. I think the same with all of us. It would be the Road Warrior before we watch this one. Yeah. So that's that one. So, you know, Matt and Max, A New Hope. Don't know about that. Right, next one is one that Palp has mentioned, and Terry. I had put it in here. Now, I haven't watched it in a good 30 years, at least. Megaforce. Came out in 1982. What's that? 44 years ago? Oh my god, I'm old. Director was Hindenburg? No, Hindenburg? Yeah. Megaforce is a good film. I don't remember a lot of it. I do believe it's on YouTube. You can watch, by the way. I gotta admit, I think a lot of these films you can find on YouTube. Sometimes not in title. That's how they get away with it. But yeah, I mean, you gotta give it a watch. I gotta admit, I gotta give it a watch again to remind myself, because it is 93 minutes long. Probably about 5 minutes of credits, or 10, because so you can say an average about hour and 20 minutes film. So yeah. I mean, am I right? Is it the one where they go back in time? That's it. Flying Bikes. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. You had a documentary, Terry, that got released. Right. I haven't seen it for so long. Yeah, Flying Bikes. Yeah. Peltz, see? There's a documentary of it. Terry, tell Peltz where you can find the documentary. You know, you might be able to find the documentary on YouTube, but you might be able to find it on DVD. So yeah. So I can't believe 2 hours gone. 2 hours nearly gone past. Blimey. I've got to admit, I have. It's not too bad. We're actually, I didn't quite do 40, but yeah, we're on 32 now. Hal Neiman. Yeah. I didn't put, thank you, Terry. I didn't put a space between it. No wonder why it was all in one. I think I went Hal Newman. So yeah. Thank you, Terry, for putting that. Would you recommend to rewatch it, Terry? If you had a choice between Delta Force and Megaforce, which one would you go for? Because I think it might be a hard one. I may have to watch both of these. Smoking and Bandit. Sadly, I've got that one in my list because it's after. Or before the 80s. But yeah. Alright, perhaps it's always worth a rewatch. Cool. I'll have to give it a rewatch. Like I said to you, it's got to be at least 20 years since I've seen Megaforce. Gotta be. I know I had it once on DVD and video at one point. But yeah. Thing is, it's like you're doing all these films. A lot of things you watch, but when you haven't seen them for so long, you do actually forget. Basically, the ones that are not that popular, you do tend to forget what they really like. And you saw with Raw Deal and Red Heat, I was getting them mixed up. So it's quite easy to do that as well. So number 32. Now, has any of you lot actually watched this one? Now, I do believe they did 4 in the series. We're back to a martial arts film. Best of the best. Director was Robert Radler? Radler? I think it's Radler. Yeah, some of the bad films are good films, pals. Best of the Best ran for 97 minutes. Now, quite a good film. I think Best of the Best. Have you not seen it? I'm not surprised, Martin, you've not seen it. Oh, you've not seen any of them. Blimey, Martin. Is your name Stu by any chance? Because even Stu's not seen after, I mean, I recommend you go and watch Best of the Best. And no, sorry, I'm scrap that. No, I recommend you go and watch Megaforce. After you finish this, right, go and find Megaforce. You never know, you might be able to find it on YouTube, or go and buy it and go and watch it. You won't regret it. But I will say one mind. Please tell me you have seen Back to the Future, haven't you? If you watch Back to the Future, you're back in my good books. If you haven't seen Back to the Future, good boy. I'm telling you, I'm a teacher now, don't I? Good lad, good. Yeah. See, go and watch the YouTube on the motorbike. You will be hooked. I agree with that. So, Martin, you've seen Back to the Future. I'm good. We all know that Stu has not seen Back to the Future. Even after Adam Berry, I think I said his wrong name then, have given Stu Back to the Future to watch, and he still hasn't watched it. About a year later or two. I mean, yeah. So, Best of the Best is just a martial art film again where they go up against some people in a competition, and no, if I remember right, Stu's not seen Back to the Future. I'm pretty certain it's true. Pelps, am I right? Is it Back to the Future Stu's not seen? I know we're doing grief for it. Yeah, I'm sure mine. I'm sure Stu's not seen Back to the Future. I'm sure it is. So I remember Adam Berry giving him the DVDs or the Blu-rays. I'm sure it is. Thank you. Before you do that, pals, even though I know you're joking, double check. I'm sure it's Back to the Future he's not seen. I'm sure that's the film that Adam Berry gave him to watch because he said he's not seen it. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I could be wrong. I'm pretty certain it's not Dirty Dancing. We all know Adam Berry loves Dirty Dancing as well. Probably, guarantee Stu's probably not seen Dirty Dancing. Martin, yes, I do believe you're right, mate. Maybe Stu has seen Back to the Future, but not seen Home Alone. Thank you, Martin. See, that's what I said. I knew it's one of them. Yeah, it's Home Alone, Stu hasn't watched it. Yes. Thank you, Martin. See, I'm getting old. I forget things. I was up for 25 hours a couple of months ago for some reason. Don't ask me the reason why. Somebody did a 24-hour live stream and I stayed up all the time. I think, some of us did, but, do laddie. But yeah. So, yeah. Let's turn my page over. Oh, sorry, pals, but you just cracked me up, mate. Yeah. Yes, he's not seen any of the Home Alones. Stu hasn't. We could, we never know. He may have not seen Back to the Future. I think we need to check with him. Martin, put in or one of you, we're all in the same group. Why don't you put in the chat, Stu, have you seen Back to the Future? If he comes back saying no, give him some grief and then come back and say, Jason was right. Or let me know on Saturday when I meet you for the first time. And of course, I won't do any saluting. I don't salute. You better not be wearing that hat either, Stu. Good boy, mine. Good boy. God, I do sound like I'm a teacher now. Yeah, I agree with that, Martin. I mean, Terry. He does struggle to see anything with glasses. Yeah. So, we ain't got many more. What's the time? Oh, we're on the 2-hour mark. It's not bad. I only have really 5 left to do. And they're not ones that a lot of us have probably seen. I mean, I want to do one more. I mean, don't know, Mr. B. He may have and he may have not. I might have got confused with Home Alone. We know he's not seen Home Alone, even after Adam Berry's gifted it to him. But he may have seen Back to the Future, and I'm just getting him confused with somebody who hasn't seen it. But I'm pretty certain he hasn't seen Back to the Future as well. But I'm not sure. But yeah, Blood Ransom came out in 1988. Director is Francis Schluter. Yes. Oh, Oliver Reader. Oliver Reader. No, he hasn't seen Home Alone, mate. He probably wasn't sober, Peltz, in fact. He's probably still drunk out of his head. I mean, pretty one of them prison films that is in the middle of the jungle nowhere. There's probably 1 or 2 of them scenes that are very frowned upon these days, but so popular back in the 80s and the 70s. That's why they came very much as video nasties as well. Basically, they escape and kill. Yes, I have got that on Blu-ray, by the way. No, actually, I haven't got on Blu-ray. I've got on a knockoff Blu-ray. And yeah, and I've got 1 and 2 on of the Gore. And yeah, they are pretty good. But yeah, so I'm going to call it from that. So, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, there's only 4 more. So, not bad, not quite. No, I didn't mention Perfect Weapon, Last Ninja, or American Samurai. I didn't mention any Jackie Chan films because. So yeah, it's like I said, it's always going to be a second part to any of these because there's so many. I mean, now I mentioned American Ninja. But American Samurai is actually different to American Ninja. But so similar. I got them confused back in the day. So when I saw American Samurai, I was like, oh, this is American Ninja. And it's not, if I remember rightly. Now, I did a research. Well, I asked ChatGPT. Now, I thought action films would have beaten the horror films. And no, action films is a lot less. Horror films is a lot more. So, but oh yeah, because you had the video shop, didn't you, Mr. B? So yeah, I bet you did see a lot of these titles, but I just didn't get around to watching them. I mean, horror films roughly in the 10 years of 1982 up to till 31st was 1,500 horror films done in them 10 years. Action films roughly own 1,000. But thing is, if you want to do it down to money, action films win all the time because they just did. Because they brought in the big stars, they brought in the money, and they brought in the blockbusters. Where horror films, not a lot of them really made a lot of money, apart from certain ones that we mentioned. I mean, yeah, I agree, Martin. I was quite shocked that only 1,000 action films were made in them 10 years. Oh, we're talking about that. Yes, I've got a Cylon in the house, mate. Yes, there's a Cylon in here. So, you never know, you might. Sorry, I made you jump. So, there's me thinking you were talking about. Sorry, you got me laughing. But yeah. But do you know the reason why horror won? Well, one for the home market, because they were cheap to make. And you got to admit, if you ever go and watch some of these horror films in the day, you can say good 50% of the horror films are actually shite. And 50% is good. So, but it was easy to make and cheap to make for the home market. My teas are really, So yeah, I mean that's So yeah, yeah, B movies. That's right. So yeah. So I enjoyed this. I know we didn't do quite 40 again, but we did add a couple in, and then always, yeah, the B movies. And the thing is, some of them are even the C movies. But the thing is, the C movies are they ain't worth watching. There always will be a part 2 of all these episodes that I do because we can't put them all in one title. I mean, over 1,000 was made of action in them 10 years. It's the same as horror, over 1,500. I didn't actually ask sci-fi, but again, it's probably around 1,000. So yeah, I mean, next week I will be doing one I do believe you will love. I don't think I'm going to have much of hard stuff to show you. So what I'm going to do is try to get some stuff printed off to help me. I'm going to be doing the family and kid movies from the 80s. So there will be The Goonies, Never Ending Story, and so on. But obviously, I've already started it because, Terry, Crying Freeman, good film. I will agree with that. That is a good film. But again, I haven't seen that for a good 30 years. But yeah, I think, next week's one after NEC is going to be a really good one. But anyway, I'm going to go. And I look forward to seeing all the ones that come into NEC this weekend. And Mr. B, I will see you in the chat. And I'll see you next week if you're here. Anyway, see you all later. And ta-ta for now. Bye. Guess what? I've got to turn the camera around. Bye. It's me. I'm still here. Right, how do I end this now? Aha, found it. Bye, y'all.